Hello there. Super excited that you're here with me. I am going to talk to you about the Market Clarity Intelligence tool, and then I'm going to give you a look at how the actual tool works, okay? But first, let's just quickly talk about why. Why would you even use this tool, the Market Clarity Intelligence tool? Well, number one, stop guessing. So we can replace assumptions with real audience data. Stop guessing what the market wants. Stop guessing who your target audience is. Stop guessing who you think they might be, where they live, how much they make, what they do, how they think, what they say. You don't have to do that anymore. With the Market Clarity Intelligence tool, you don't have to assume. You get real, raw, unfiltered data that gives you that type of insight. Next, you can just validate quickly. How many times do we go out there as marketers or as consultants or as content creators, as business owners, and we just toss out a message and we're thinking, this is great. Oh my gosh, this is exactly what I know my audience wants. I worked on it all night, and we don't get a land at all because, again, we're assuming what our audience wants. This tool helps you validate first before you launch the new book, the new business, the new brand, the new product, the new solution, whatever it is for you and for your clients. Next, helps you to stand out as a consultant or as a content creator, as a marketer, as a CMO, as someone that is in customer relationship. If you're a customer relationship officer, listen, you can use this tool to deliver insights that no other tool can. No person else can using it the way that you're going to be using it for your particular business, for your particular client, or for your particular job. You can save time on market research and strategic planning. Now you can get the tools, you get the strategy, you get the insight, all that you need for yourself or for your clients literally in minutes. The power of AI is just insane. And you can win more. You can turn the clear insights that the tool gives you, and you can turn those into campaigns that convert. Building your brand equity, not just likes, not just shares, not just views, but more than that, equity. And equity comes from, yes, those things, sharing, liking, views. That's all part of brand awareness and brand exposure, but they don't pay your bills. What pays your bills is brand equity, and that comes from conversion. All right, let's continue on. So next I want to talk about, just real quick here, what it is and what it's not. It's not a planner. It's not a Hootsuite. It's not a Buffer. It's not a HubSpot. It is a market research engine for market clarity, and I can't wait to get into here and show you. Now, it's also optimized for ChatGPT 4.0 users or above, because you have to have ChatGPT deep search to really optimize the platform. Now, I made sure that I put in there an audience intelligence tool that's native to our software, but it's like 20% of what ChatGPT can give you. It just truly is. And I'm sure as ChatGPT opens up the API and really gives us full integration of how to integrate the API for the Go Search, which is AKA called the deep research, we'll be able to make our platform even stronger. Now, it's also built on our proprietary DASA method, which are all of our prompts, everything that you are going to use to get this clarity, to get this data, to get these insights, to get this strategy, to get this messaging. It comes from direct, accurate, structured, and actionable prompting. You're like, okay, Shamara, where do I get the prompting from? Well, here you go. So native to the program, we created a book called the Prompt Bible. And the Prompt Bible is a library of every type of prompt for 12 different industries that you're going to need to get started. So there's 12 different industries. Each industry has about 5 to 6 different situations that you can create prompts for to gather audience intelligence for yourself or for your client. And then it has general for the industry. We're talking finance industry, real estate industry, SaaS tools, software industry, health and wellness industry, professional services. I mean, there's basically the 12 industries that are inside of the Prompt Bible are pretty much the main industries that you'll find. All right, next thing is going to be, what is it for? Again, it's used to validate, to verify, validate that yes, we're on the right track, to verify yes, we're on the right track, to give you a strategy to be on the right track, to help you plan before you start planning, and to help you execute. So you look like her in the yellow in that her in the pink. All right. So who is it for? It's for market intelligence professionals. It's for marketers, content creators, growth strategy leaders. Like I said before, if you're in sales or client-facing roles, consultants, agencies, ad agencies, business owners, small, mid, large, and solopreneurs. It is an absolute no-brainer for you if you want to have clear, actionable insight for yourself or for your client. Okay, let's rock it out. Let's go ahead and take a look. Let's get into the demo. So before I get into that, remember, you will pull an audience intelligence report. This is from ChatGPT. Okay, so you will then go to ChatGPT, you will type in, or you will go to the custom bar, and then you will click the button, the little plus sign, and you will click deep research. And then you will use a prompt out of the prompt Bible, and then you will be able to pull this type of data. This is a small one. This is only 8 pages. Some of them are 22, 23. I've seen 30-page. I've done 30-page audience intelligence reports before. They are just dynamic. What is an audience intelligence report? It is an overview of your market. It is the demographic, psychographic, geographic. It is the sociographic. It is their pain points. It is the words that they use. It is their heat map. Where do they go? It is the audience that they're after. It's the solutions that they want, the solutions that they don't want. It gives you verbatim user quotes that they're saying, how they feel about services like yours. It gives them jobs to be done. What do they really hire you for? It gives you buying triggers, friction points, words that they say, words that they're using. Again, where do they go to find you? Where are they living? Who your audience actually is? Common vocabulary and slang that they use. This is, again, this is a basic one. This is a basic prompt that I use for this one. The prompt that's inside of the prompt Bible is way more, and it's way more comprehensive. And the detail that you'll get from that is insane. Now, I have to say really quickly here, this is a lot of information. A lot of information. Again, this is a smaller report. Some reports have citations that are 4 pages long, just the citations and sources. Now, this alone is excellent. This alone, yes, you can use it. This alone will give you some great detail as far as, again, how much people in your industry are pricing, what your competitors are doing, how much people, your potential audience will pay for what you're presenting, etc. So it's great. Again, but you want to use the prompt Bible and get those really comprehensive prompts that can give you even more detail, because the more detailed the audience intelligence report is, the better your market clarity intelligence tool output is going to be. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the market intelligence tool. So this is what it looks like here. Okay, so you'll go in. Once you're actually in the software, you'll go here, you'll go to dashboard. All right, so you have a link here that you will be able to send out the assessment to the people that you want to have it. So I'm going to copy the assessment. I'm going to go here, open up another screen. I'm going to click here, and this is what the assessment, oh, we got an error. Uh-oh. It keeps timing out. I'm not sure why it keeps doing that. Well, okay, this is what the assessment looks like. Okay, so here. So this is actually what the assessment looks like. So it's these type of questions. So you will send that link, and you will send that to your client, the one that you are working on. Or you're like, I want to do it for myself. Even better. Fill this out completely. Keep going through it, answer all the questions, your offerings, your price range, the uniqueness, what you're looking for, etc., your background, your customer buying profiles. Now remember, fill this out based on what you think it is right now. It's a great starting point. Make competitors, target audience, roles, demographic, behaviors, pain points, outcomes, branding, mission, vision, core values, your primary goal, what challenge you're looking at, and of course, how did you find us, etc., etc. As a person, as a business who has purchased the market clarity tool, the intelligence tool, this when you send that link out, this link is going to connect this assessment into your actual platform. So if we go back here inside of your platform, I filled this out prematurely. So when I filled this out, I got an email that said you have a new intake form, and then my assessment showed here. And that's the same thing that will happen with you as well. So client assessment submitted, 1. So you might, as you're going along, you might see 40, 50, 200, 300, 500. The more the better, right? So as you're, excuse me, I'm battling a cold here, guys. So as you send out your link, that link will take them to the assessment so they can fill the assessment out. Okay. Next is going to be, then all of your assessments will be logged here under your client assessments. And right now there's just 1. But if I had 15, it'll be a log. You can drop down and pick the assessment you're working on. Okay. Here, pick it. Tells you how many prompts. I'm on the starter plan, so I have 80 prompts this month. 80 prompts is about 20 of a full report that you can give a client. This is our audience intelligence report that you can run for yourself. That's native to the platform. Again, it's only about 20% of the beautiful output that the ChatGPT audience intelligence report delivers. It's called deep research, but I've titled it the audience intelligence report. That is what we call it. So remember when I had that up just a second ago? What I did is I took my audience intelligence report. I literally just highlighted the whole thing, copied it, and then you literally paste it in here. You hit save. After you hit save, it's here. It's inside of the document. Okay, it's inside of the platform. Now you're going to go to here, the Market Clarity Blueprint. I'm going to refresh all of my blocks so you guys can see this in action. So the Market Clarity Blueprint gives you insight to your audience, the temperature of your audience with recommendations tools. Your playbook, refresh that. Your playbook gives you what to do next. So think of the audience intelligence here. That's your proof. There's proof that what's going on in the market. There's proof that there's a need for it. There's proof there's pain. There's a proof there's a problem. There's proof that there's a hidden market you didn't know about. There's proof that people want your solution. That's the proof. The Market Clarity Blueprint is the diagnosis. It gives you what is going on. It gives you the detail of what is inside of the audience intelligence report, and it segments it beautifully. I'll show you. Then the audience playbook gives you now the prescription based on the audience intelligence report, based on the information, the detail of the market clarity report, of the market clarity prompts. Now, this is what you need to do to win. This is what you need to do to meet your audience where they're at. This is what you need to do to see a return on your investment. This is what you need to do. All right, let's go ahead and do some prompting. This is what you came for. So prompts are attached to run prompt, obviously. So I have 5. I'm going to hit run prompt. It takes about 30 or 40 seconds, sometimes lower. All of my prompts are inside of the system. You don't have to worry about doing anything. So I've already added these. The prompt is native to the system. I've already added this when I built the system. Now, the audience intelligence reports, that's different. You're going to have to upload those yourself based on the audience intelligence report that you run from ChatGPT. We just talked about that. And using the prompt out of the prompt Bible is going to give you the most beautiful, comprehensive data. All right, so ran a prompt. It says here, strategic positioning. It goes into what we should be saying. How should we position ourselves? The framework, our offerings, what we should be offering, how much we should be offering it for. What is the buyer journey map? What do we need to awareness to get them in, to consider when we're marketing to them, and how they make decisions? Evaluation criteria. How does our audience, how do they relate to us? What are their purchasing decisions? Okay, now we go to audience insights. Let's run that. So now we're going to run through, each one's about 30 seconds. Trust me, you want to be here for it. It'll run through each and every single one of these. We do not prompt them all at one time. because when you do stuff like that, that can really take away from the comprehension of the prompt. So we want to make sure that we are prompting individually, and each prompt takes 30 seconds. It's pretty awesome and pretty fast. So I'm going to just do 3 prompts here. All right. So audience intelligence. This is giving you audience insight, right? Based on your business intake and based on your audience intelligence report. So this is my company, CTC Global Solutions, LLP, which is actually a corporation now, is primarily selling to the following customers: aspiring passive seekers, small business owners, DIY marketers, ages, marketing professionals and skeptics, ages, top pain points, jobs they're hiring me for, buying triggers, customer constraints, title paths. Okay. All right. Let's get into voice of the customer. It is just awesome. I cannot wait. I'm going to do a couple from the blueprint as well, so you can see what they look like. But you just won't be disappointed. So then what you do is, after this information populates like so, you can go and you can edit it. It's in raw text form here for my techie people. I'm a techie girl too. And then you can just go ahead and preview. What you do now is you copy and paste this information. If you want to give this back to your client, which you absolutely can, if you want to just hand this full report over to them, then you can just paste it here and you can do it. You can give it to them as you would like. All right. Voice of the customer. Voice of the customer. This is what the customer is actually saying. They're saying, I'm tired of all these scams. I just need something that works. I want to make money on the side, but I don't know where to start. The right audience the right guidance could save me from making costly mistakes. I want to build something sustainable, but I feel lost. I value recommendations from peers over flashy ads. When I am creating my brand messaging, this is what my audience is literally telling me they like, they don't like, they want, and they don't want, what they tolerate and what they love. This is what I need to put into my marketing campaign. This. It gives you a lexicon, key phrases that they use, key words, their tone of voice, what they like. Be straightforward, be practical. Be careful, because skepticism, urgency, and focus on results. Make sure that you are talking to that part of them that is skeptical. Okay? They don't want gimmicks. They want people that are actually real. All right, copy bank. This is what I love here. The copy bank these are ideas of things that you can use when you're marketing based on the report. So cut through the noise with our market clarity intelligence tool. Get actionable insights that save you time and money. Join a community that values trust and transparency. Learn from proven experts who have been where you are. Transform your market audience with data and clarity. Discover tools that help you stand out and succeed. Achieve sustainable growth with clear strategic decisions. By focusing on these insights, CTC Global Solutions can craft target messaging that resonates deeply with this audience, ultimately driving engagement and conversions for their market clarity intelligence tool and their offerings. You can't get any better than that. You just can't get any better than that. All right. I'm going to run market landscape because I actually like to look at that one. That's another one I like to look at as well. I actually love every single one of these. I think they're all just amazing. Oh my God. But that's okay. I have it now. This is why I created it. I created it because the pain of having to do all this by hand when we have such amazing technology is absolutely insane. Having to do all this stuff old school with forms, to be lost in the marketplace in this day and age is absolutely unnecessary. You don't have to be. And this is why I created a tool like that. All right. Market landscapes and priorities. Platform heat map. My audience, for me, live on Reddit. And it actually gives me which Reddits they live on, why it matters, and when to use it. LinkedIn, YouTube, and email newsletters. They love that stuff. All right, but map budgeting and pricing intelligence. It gives me, again, a breakdown. I could just go on and on and on. All right, let's take a look at some. I know this stuff is just It's amazing. Let's go here to, as you can see, my prompts have increased. Audience Playbook. Let's get the evergreen. So now that you've had all this great data, right? You've copied and pasted. You have all this amazing data for yourself, for your client. You're like, okay, what do I do? What's next? Here we go. All right, let's run the prompt. We're going to run a 30-day evergreen marketing calendar right now. So what it's doing, its system is taking your business intake form with your updated audience intelligence report and industry best practices, the nature of your audience, and now, again, the heat map, all the details of the market clarity blueprint, and now they're going to create you a strategic plan on how to market to your audience with what tools will be best for your particular audience. The way I design this is I like high impact first. I don't want to do a bunch of stuff that's like low level. And what I mean by that is I want to get the fastest return for my money the quickest. Like certain things that you could do in the marketplace don't necessarily get you the fastest return. Yes, people think I'm going to post on social media and I'm going to get 15 buyers. No, you're probably not. But you'll get a lot of impressions and you'll get a lot of looks. Via impressions, and you might get a lot of clicks, which is great, but you need conversions, right? So this might tell me, okay, so create a gateway create a gateway tool. So yes, I'm getting impressions, eyeballs, I'm getting clicks, great, but now when they get to the site, how do I transform them over to get them on my email list? Because people in my market like to be on email newsletters, right? All right, here's my evergreen. My evergreen tells me week 1, quick wins. Announce limited time offer or bundle with clear deadlines. Focus on FOMO, fear of missing out. Number 2, day 2, launch strategy. Day 3, that's week 1. Week 2, authority and audience growth. Week 3, relationship building and nurturing. Send early VIP access to upcoming products. Post founder story. Ask audience for video testimonials. Create evergreen YouTube short library. It just tells you what to do, on and on. Market planning. Let's take a look. Now also with the brand and marketing materials, it's going to tell you what is the best material, are the best materials for your particular audience, because they may not respond to social media. They may not respond to certain things that you might be using that you think are working, but now you can know what's going to work for them. And you also know where to reach them. Now remember, nothing's perfect, right? We want it to be. I would love this to be absolutely 100% perfect, but nothing's perfect. But we sure do get close. All right. Market planning. Create or update data-driven marketing plan. Conducting fresh market research. Refining unique selling proposition, readdressing ideal customer profiles. This here is like, okay, I have done it. Now, how do I maintain my market strategy? How do I continue with my market strategy? And this just goes on. Now we can get into, okay, so what does it recommend for networking? What does it recommend for outreach? What does it recommend for advertising in this day and age? What does it recommend for social media marketing? What does it recommend for digital? What does it recommend for email? Okay, loyalty, incentives, relationship building, content marketing, marketing support, unique ideas. Let's just for kicks, let's finish this up and let's say, what is it going to recommend for social media marketing? Let's run that. So every time you go through one full audience intelligence report, you prompt every single one of those 5 prompts on the market clarity, and you prompt all 14 of the playbooks, then that's one full process. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, I'm back. I had a sneezing fit for a second there. All right. Social media marketing, social media, platform prioritization, Instagram, LinkedIn, Instagram, Reddit, community, influencers. Excuse me, my God. Strategic alignment. All right. Education content, success metrics. All right, guys. As you can see, this is dynamic. You can edit. You can go in here and make changes if you want to. Go back to preview, copy, and paste it. All right. What's next? Sign up. All right. like I just said, what is next, guys? Sign up, sign up, sign up. Go to subscriptions. Startup, you get 80 prompts, $79 a month. Growth, you get 200 prompts. So I believe that is, oh God, I want to say 40. Yeah, I'm going to say 40. And then agency is 500 prompts per month. And then enterprise is 1,000 prompts per month. So you get 4 full reports here, 10 full reports, 25 full reports, and 50 full reports here. All right, guys, that's it. I thank you much. See you on the next one. Bye.